Hello, my name is Abby Lacombe, and I'm a student at Bloomsburg University. I'm a dual major in criminal justice and political science, and I'm going to be talking to you about human trafficking worldwide. What is human trafficking? The definition is the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labor or sexual exploitation. The three types of human trafficking are sex trafficking, forced labor, and debt bondage. Highest locations for human trafficking. On the left, we have in the world. Some places are Belarus, Central African Republic, China, Iran, North Korea, and the United States. To the right, we have the worst locations in the United States. We have California, Texas, Florida, New York, and Ohio. Human trafficking rescues. We have Operation Weka 2. Operation Weka 2 is an Interpol-led crackdown. Criminal groups behind human trafficking and migrant smuggling, authorities across 44 countries have rescued nearly 700 victims of human trafficking. Operation Weka 2 was carried out from June 12th to the 17th. Officers progressed cases and carried out intensified checks at border points, so far there was a total of 300 arrests, 88 of them being suspected traffickers. Weka 2 had many successful outcomes for human trafficking cases that were linked to previous international operations. Authorities in Morocco located and arrested a 34-year-old man long suspected of recruiting, housing, and trafficking women from Nigeria to Morocco, then to Spain and other European destinations. Next, we have Operation Underground Railroad. Operation Underground Railroad fights to end sex trafficking and sexual exploitation by assisting in rescuing and supporting thousands of survivors in almost 40 countries and 50 U.S. states. Since 2013, OUR's operations and after-court efforts have led to the rescue of over 6,000 survivors and the arrest of over 4,000 predators. Next, we have the Polaris Project. The Polaris Project responds to sex and labor trafficking as they happen. The Polaris Project has three big fights: centering survivors, data and research, and responding to human trafficking. The Polaris Project focuses on where they can make the most change. The next, we have Operation Cross Country. Operation Cross Country was when the FBI worked with its state and local partners during 2 weeks in August. They identified and located 84 minor victims of child sex trafficking and child sexual exploitation offenses, and located 37 actively missing children during a nationwide enforcement campaign. In addition to the identification and location of adolescent victims, the FBI and its partners located 141 adult victims of human trafficking. Agents and investigators also identified or arrested 85 suspects of child sexual exploitation and human trafficking offenders. Next, we have, what are the global effects of human trafficking? Human trafficking affects 40.3 million people globally, but its consequences are much more widespread. Human trafficking can start out locally, but it affects the peace and prosperity of just about every country. Human trafficking undermines global peace and security. Human trafficking threatens human rights and weakens the global economy by being an illicit multi-million-dollar industry. What are the U.S. and other countries doing to lower the rates of human trafficking? Here we have a link where you can go and see what the US and other countries are doing to help stop or prevent more acts of human trafficking. Right now, I'm going to show you there is 3 counter trafficking projects. The 3 goals are to prevent. Prevent is to prevent human trafficking through public awareness, outreach, education, and advocacy campaigns to protect and assist victims by providing shelters as well as health, psychological, legal, and vocational services. Then we have protect. Protect goes along with the prevent and protects and assists victims by providing shelters. And then prosecute. Prosecute human trafficking by providing training and technical assistance for law enforcement officials such as police, prosecutors, and judges. Here are some signs to look out for. If you want to go to the link, you can see some signs just so you know a good area where you can stop and hope not to be stuck in a bad situation. There's always places where you can be wrong place, wrong time, so it's always good to look at these things. But I do have a human trafficking hotline, the number that you can call and to text, just in case you're ever in a sticky situation and you think it could be involved in a trafficking. All right, thanks for watching my video.